Good evening. Today I would like to talk to you about something that you may have witnessed at work. Workplace bullying. Who here has witnessed workplace bullying or had it done to them? I myself spent the last 2 years in the service being bullied at work. And no matter what I did or who I talked to, nothing was done to stop it. In fact, it only got worse. Today, I'm going to take this opportunity to go over with you the signs and symptoms of workplace bullying, who gets targeted for bullying, and what you can do to stop workplace bullying. Statistics at workplacebullying.org state that 35% of all Americans are bullied in their workplace. That's 53.5 million Americans daily are bullied in their workplace. I'm now going to take this opportunity to go over the early signs of workplace bullying. Workplace bullying is categorized into two areas: experiences outside the workplace and experiences within the workplace. We're now going to look at what experiences you might have outside the workplace if you are being bullied. They include being physically sick the day before your work week begins, your family demanding that you stop obsessing about your job, your doctor tells you that you need to change your jobs for your health, and you start feeling that you are the cause of what is happening to you at work. Some of the signs of workplace bullying inside your workplace include having a new job and not having any time to learn it. But even when you do good at this new job, your boss does not see your work. Special meetings are called for no other reason than to humiliate you in front of your peers. Your peers are told not to talk to you or help you with your job. These are just some of the signs. This isn't an all-inclusive list, but chances are, if one of these is happening to you, you are being bullied at work. I would now like to take the opportunity to talk to you about who gets targeted for bullying and why bullying exists in the workforce. First, let's talk about who gets targeted. Targets for bullying are usually independent. They are not submissive. Bullies love to enslave their targets. Targets are usually the subject matter expert in their field. They're probably the most senior person in their section. Bullies love to take the credit from their targets. Targets are honest. Sometimes they're whistleblowers who expose fraud in the workplace. All whistleblowers are bullied. And they're non-combative. Targets will not use aggression to combat aggression. Next, we're going to look at why bullying exists in the workplace. The first reason is called the way we do things here. And this attitude gives bullies the opportunity to bully. The second factor is called the workforce mix. Bullies use this because they love to manipulate their targets. And then the third factor is called the employer response. If bullying is responded to with positive feedback, it will continue. Positive feedback is promotions. Not being punished is also positive feedback. We just looked at the reasons why bullying exists in the workforce and who gets targeted by bullies. We are now going to look over what you can do to stop bullying in your workplace. We are now going to take the opportunity to go over a 3-step plan to stop bullying in the workplace. Step 1 is that you need to name it and legitimize it. You could call it bullying, you could call it harassment, you could call it emotional abuse. Whatever you call it, you need to name it to legitimize what is happening to you. And you need to realize that what is happening to you is external. It is not your fault. Step 2 is you need to take time off work for your own health. And while you're not working, you need to come up with an action plan for what's going to happen next. While you're doing this, these are the steps that you need to take while you're on sick leave or short-term disability. You need to get your mental health checked. You need to get your physical health checked. These are very important. Bullying can cause physical and emotional harm. You need to do research on the legal steps you can take at both the state and federal government levels. You need to research what the economic impact of bullying is doing to your employer. And lastly, you need to come up with an escape plan. The next step you need to take, step 3, is that you need to expose the bully. The real harm came when you were being bullied in the workplace. It is no more harmful for you to try to expose the bully at your job. However, 77% of people who expose bullies at work lose their jobs. So it is important to do this correctly. And the first step is to take the evidence that you gathered, and step 2, and show it and explain what is happening to the highest person you can reach at work. However, do not go with this information to human resources. After you do that, you need to show them the bottom line. But, however, do not give them tales of what happened to you, because it will only discredit you. Next, you need to give your employer one chance. If they side with the bully, you need to leave your job for your health's sake. This is where your escape plan comes in. And third, you need to not be ashamed of what happens to you. You need to tell everybody about the petty tyranny that is happening in this workplace for your own health. We just went over a 3-step plan on how to stop bullying in your workplace. And today we went over the steps that you need to take in order to see if you are, to find out if you've been bullied in the workplace, both in and out of the work site. We also looked at who gets targeted for bullying and what you can do to stop bullying in the workplace. I would like to conclude with my own story on bullying. I identified the problems at the work and tried to stop them. However, this didn't work. And after 2 years, I became a whistleblower. I got a new position in a more productive area. And over the last year, I watched the people in the leadership of my company be removed from their job for not stopping the actions that were happening. However, this did not happen until after 2 other good people, and possibly more, were subjected to the bullying that happened in this section. Please, don't let this happen to you in your company. Thank you.